Uh, rotate this just a little bit. Yeah. Test. Fuck. Alright, now we've demonetized it in percent. I'm kidding, we never make money. It's never in the plans. Welcome back, Darksiders 3, where we say fuck in the first minute of the video. Let's see, we are doing the last part of the Keepers of the Void, or whatever this is. Which I believe is supposed to get us the Abyssal Armor at the end. So hopefully that's actually useful, not just a cosmetic thing. Also, the last boss was kind of rough, so we'll see if we can even do this. Maybe we'll have to back out and go to the Ashlands or whatever. I believe the whole rest of the world's 100% explored, so feel good about that. Guys have a lot of health. Shit. My armor was up the whole time too. I should have used it. Oh well. We're getting back into the swing of things. Been a week, I think. Get my shit back together. Trying to get my schedule all fixed up now that the holidays are over. I have a little more time for myself again. Let's see, winter started, so my driveway's a mess again. I'm also freezing my dick off. Point where I'm wearing sweaters inside and... like, I'm in the basement, so it's always kind of cold down here, you know? So, when it gets to, like, December, there's a period, or even late November, there's just a period where you're wearing hoodies indoors. Because you didn't want to justify turning on the heater yet. Then you turned it on, and it's like, alright, it's all good. And now it's cold as fuck, and you're doing both. And eventually you just start suffering and want to leave in bed all day. That's why winter's the worst. You guys really aren't so bad. They just have a lot of health and they block a lot, and there's a lot of them. Otherwise, it's manageable. You just gotta take them out one at a time. That guy gave me a piece. That's one of the big boys. Actually, if they block often, I bet that my hammer would do great against them. Like the shield guys. I see Trez. Damn. Oh, hey. Hope he didn't have loot on him. That'd be a shame. And he was standing next to an item, so maybe he actually didn't. It also might be good for me to come back and kill him again. Then again, with all the adamantine pieces purchasable at the arena, I guess I don't really need to worry about that too much anymore. I haven't done any offline grinding. I keep saying that I might, and now that we're like approaching the end, like I might, because I feel like with the difficulty, it's probably something that I won't be able to do until like a New Game Plus or something. Which I might do offline too, just to keep things interesting. I don't know. Seems like maybe the arena is actually just the best way to quickly grind out stuff, so maybe not, but I'm gonna have to start doing something there before our last session. Oh, you know what? This is probably one of the multi-function ones that I was supposed to, like, place wall, you see. What's the difference between me and you? Me and you. I appreciate that the functionality is always the same with these orbs. Like the red one always moves it. Purple one just makes purple stuff. Blue one makes blue stuff. Yellow makes geysers. Seems that when I don't look at the thing to see what's actually compatible on it, I can just think, oh, I just need it to move. I can probably hit it with the red. I feel like I'm moving really fast. Stuffing it in it. Well, that's locked, so I gotta go this way. Hello? No. I ain't even gonna fuck with you, alright? big guy's stuck, which is good for me. Honestly, that was a pretty sadistic ambush, and I'm concerned about my ability to go through the rest of this thing. Especially on this difficulty, like, why'd we pick it? Like, I proved I ain't no bitch when I picked the hardest the first time we played. And then I picked harder than hardest this time, like, what was I thinking? I tell you what I was thinking. I was thinking that I forgot about the arena. That's really my biggest concern about it. Oh, no me digas. I just want the treasure. The treasure. Oh, that's a weird shortcut, isn't it? For some reason I thought I wasn't recording and I got really anxious. Oh, I need the blue. Okay, go in hole. I think that's the fire. And then the geyser. What's over here, though? Oh, never mind. That was a loop. In the third. Oh. What? Did I just get hit by 3 guys at once and that, like, bukaki'd my armor? God damn. I don't know why I switched things as if it would make me go any faster. He's permanently dead, okay. I just run by him. I think I'll do that. See, I thought I was gonna lure one over, but despite the melee weapons, these guys only use range attacks. So I actually just need to get my ass in here. Man, all these boys be dropping pieces. Now I think that the one that we knocked off might have actually had one. Where are my souls, though? Like, they have to be nearby. Since I died right here, but where are they at? So it must mean there's one of the collectible clusters nearby and just absorbed all of them. Usually how that goes. Sure would be nice if I knew where it was, though. Oh well, I'm sure I didn't have that much. Perfect. Ogrum.
What would you ask of this humble man? Take your
Weird
time.
dick. Yeah, looks like I bought all the important stuff from him. I'd probably be buying health shards. I'm always so concerned about not having them.
As you wish. This will be fun for both of us. As you wish.
Might just feed him all
they
souls. Not feeling the timing on the delayed attack today. I keep messing it up. That's the only way I know to break yards. Ah! Ah!
This ends now.
This is just those guys that I don't like to fight. But, like, worse. Did he jump off the ledge? He did! Or teleported off the ledge or something. This means that we can't die. We gotta make the most of this blessing RN Jesus has given us. That one's obviously to move it to that side, but why would I want to do that? Yeah, this one's just movement too. Or, oh, wrong. There. That's the way out then, and I don't think you can put the work down. So I need to like start from there, whatever I'm doing. Put a geyser on it too, apparently. Purple and fire. Oh, yeah, that's fairly self-explanatory. That's how you do that. hole in the ceiling. Maybe that's what the geyser's for. I still need to move that middle box out of the way. Yes. There's a hole in both, actually. We need to activate that from up top. That's just a really awkward angle. You can't aim any lower than that. This has all the fat loot. Not quite what I needed to get the job done, though. Oh! Well, I think I moved that from the other side anyways, so... Don't tell me I'm stupid. I prefer the other sound. Please don't shoot at me while I'm swinging. Is that it? Third treasure. Never mind. I'm going to assume that I get there from a different way and I don't just have to sneak out of bounds.
What? This? As you wish. Farewell for now.
Oh boy, this is fucked. Aha. Yeah. Should I just, like, grab the loot and run? And I'll try to fight since they're gonna chase me forever, but they're probably gonna kill me. Or maybe I can just bait one out. I'll probably clear all this first if I'm gonna do that. Like the burning applied with the glaive is a lot more than with the actual weapon. Of course there's a guy I missed. Shit. How long have we been going? Half an hour, perfect. I try not to do any of the big talking when we start, because I know people are still coming in. So, now, we can talk about Metroid Dread. Yay, we finished it, kinda. I still have to, like, attempt a speed run or do whatever to try and get, the unlockables. There's not, like, in-game achievements or anything. I did 100% run the first one just because that's the best way to learn the game. And you need to do that for one of the unlockables. The other ones you come as you hit, like, time milestones. So, the game was actually designed for speedrunning very intentionally. There was, like, secret ways to kill / skip some of the bosses. You can get through without most of the upgrades, hypothetically. If you're following the main... There's so much to talk about. So, there are like pre-rendered loading screens when you go into all the areas, which you enter through different means, like a tram or like a teleporter, or elevator, or whatever. And they made one for every area for each suit, assuming that you might be able to beat the game without getting any new upgraded armor or whatever. That's how confident they are that people are gonna break the fuck out of this game. And they already have, kinda, I think currently it's like under 2 hours. Under 3 is the ultimate goal to get the last unlockable, but people are getting very close to doing it in under 1. They're just not quite there yet. Bring out lots of cool stuff with that. So, let's talk about the actual game. And we'll get back to speedrunning stuff later. So this is the 5th entry in Metroid. The last one, of course, being Fusion. And it stopped there because the main developer died during the development of Fusion and Prime. Which I guess he didn't have too much a hand in Prime, which is why that series kept going on its own. Kind of went off and did its own thing. There hasn't been like a proper 2D one that wasn't a remake since then. Yeah, he got hit by Bus-kun, the isekai bus. He pushed someone out of the way of a bus and died. That's what happened. Yeah, I don't think he even got to see Fusion release. It was very close to the end of its development, though. And until that point, the games were more or less like copying the Aliens movies, which I've never actually seen any of, believe it or not. So I can't tell you like what specifically was similar between the two, aside from story beats that I've heard other people talk about. And I don't know how much Dread follows that trend, if at all. Like, I don't even know if the Aliens movies are still good. So this one is made by Mercury Steam, who made Castlevania Lords of Shadows. They also made the Mirror of Fates, which is a pretty decent little action Metroidvania thing. Somewhat in the style of the classic Castlevanias. I'd call it like a midpoint between like the Igavania ones and the classic ones, because like there is like upgrades and stuff you collect, but it's not like an RPG by any means. I very much enjoyed Mirror Fates, but we're not talking about that. Anyways, that impressed the guy who is in charge of Metroid at Nintendo so much that he had them make Metroid 2 remake, Samus Returns. And they did a great job with that, so they got the okay to make a new game. And he had been waiting to do that for a very long time. So we finally got this. It takes a lot of ideas from the DS game, Samus Returns, and expands on them a lot. It has its own things going on. But the biggest thing added in Samus Returns was the melee counter, which, like, most enemies will like charge at you sometimes, and if you hit the button at the right time, you'll smack them in the face and you'll be able to retaliate with like an instant charge shot, which will usually one-shot them and give you like bonus resources back. So it's pretty important to master it for survivability. And, you know, on one hand, that's not very Metroid-y, alright? It's supposed to have spammy Mega Man combat. You just dodge over everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy that combat. But I think the melee counter does add a lot to it. A lot more skill. However, at times it feels like it's just the best thing to do. Like, you don't even bother fighting some of the enemies normally because you can just melee counter them and one-hit them. Like, why do I need to exhaust my thumbs like that? So I have kind of like mixed opinions on that. I feel like maybe it should have been less prevalent. Even the final boss has like phases where you just sit there and wait to melee counter him. Your gun doesn't even do anything to him. When I got to him, I was like, this is a fighting game boss. So I think the advertising said this was going to be the conclusion to the story, but it seems like they definitely left room for another game. Especially with like the freaking big war bomb that happened at the end. I don't want to spoil the story at all, so sadly we can't talk about that, even if it was pretty cool. Maybe we will at the end. And someone can skip like a minute ahead or whatever. Let's see, basically, scenario-wise, you just got off the freaking zoo ship, whatever the hell it's called. It's not the bottle ship from Other M, but it's basically the bottle ship. You just got off that with your new ship that looks like a freaking Space Invader. You still have your stripped-down suit, you're still very agile, so Samus moves a lot faster than ever before. You got your AI Adam Malkovich, also from Other M. Yeah, you get called to a new planet that has X-Parasites on it. You, having Metroid DNA, are able to absorb X-Parasites because they were, like, designed to eat them. X-Parasites are like shapeshifters, like, the Typhon from Prey. Please play Prey. And it's kind of eat everything, so they're very scary. Nobody likes them. So naturally you had to go destroy them. The Space Federation, whatever they're called, Galactic Federation, I'd already sent down like a team of 7 explorers. I don't know, there's robots that are specialized in hunting and capturing things alive and collecting DNA samples and stuff. They are called the Emmy. Again, there's 7 of them. And they're more or less impossible to destroy. So they are like a sort of nemesis throughout the game. They just chase you around some areas. The game makes it very clear what's an Emmy zone by like special doors that they can't pass through. So basically once you're in there, you're just like running for your life the whole time, not looking for secrets at all. And honestly, it's very stressful. I kinda don't like the Emmy because they're too fast, and then like when they do catch you, you're given a chance to do, I guess, a melee counter, to get out of them, and the timing is like very inconsistent on the first hit, and even more inconsistent on the second hit. So it's more or less just an instant death when they grab you, and like, it's annoying because you feel like you have a chance to survive it, but you basically don't. Towards the end, when you start running underwater and everything's moving in slow-mo, it's easier to learn the timing on it, and then I kind of started to get the hang of it, like, outside of the water. But that was for, like, there were only 2 Emmy left at that point. I'd already been very frustrated running from them before that, all that. Anyways. So you're supposed to go recover those in addition to investigating the X-Parasites. And on your way there, you meet an actual Chozo warrior, like a living Chozo. Those don't really exist, but he kind of kicks your ass. And he takes your suit away, but he doesn't kill you. So you wake up with all your shit stripped down. You do have your shit temporarily, but it's all in a cutscene, so you don't really get to use it. Which I wasn't a fan of. Right? You park at the top of the planet, which you get to at the end of the game. And again, you're just stuck there till the end of the game. You start all the way at the bottom of the map. So it would have been nice to like have you God mode your way down to the bottom first, and then lose your powers. Or at least how in, like, Metroid Prime it starts you with the Charge Beam and the Varia Suit and Super Missiles, just normal missiles. Before they take it away. Just give you a taste of what's to come. No, you just start with nothing once you actually get in game. So I did say that it's designed for speedrunning and sequence breaking, but if you're playing it normally, it's going to feel very on rails. Because the game very often just locks you into areas by ability gating. So, like, immediately, you'll have to crawl through a hole, which no, Samus still can't crawl despite the stripped down armor. But she can do a slide move, which feels pretty awesome. So before you get the Morph Ball, that's how you get through small spaces. And yeah, just immediately you slide through one, and then it puts you on a lower level, so you can't slide back through the hole. Now you're stuck. It does stuff like that very often. It just traps you in a small looped area until you find what ability you need to progress. So despite the map being very big, it feels very small all the time because you can only explore a small area until you've got what you need to move on. And so on one hand, that makes getting the secrets very easy, because once you have the ability, you can get the secrets in the area. It also makes backtracking kind of annoying, though, because, like, once you get to the part of the game where you're just cleaning up whatever's left, there will only be a couple items in each zone that just feel kind of out of place, considering that everything else was, like, so perfectly designed around what you had at the time. So, as far as abilities go, all the mainstays are still here. Varia Suit, Gravity Suit, Plasma Beam, Split Beam, Charge Beam, Missiles, Super Missiles. However, they've streamlined a lot of things, like, for instance, when you get the Morph Ball, it's already able to jump. So that's not a separate ability. But then they also, like, added their own things. So for example, when you get the Super Missile, it's no longer a separate ammo type, it's just a straight upgrade of your missiles, and same goes for the Ice Missile. Which I like, honestly, but then you get, like, a thing where you can charge the missiles to shoot out a little swarm of them, which is pretty dope. And use that to open specific locks or kill swarmed enemies. So, like, that's a new ability, and it feels pretty cool. Before you get the space jump, you get, like, a double jump instead that you can execute during a spinny jump, which felt pretty good, but you also get it, like, right before the space jump, so I didn't feel like you got enough time with it. You do use that to, like, progress through underwater sections without the gravity suit for a while, though, and that felt very interesting. Because you aren't able to gain height with it while you're underwater. You just use it to keep yourself in the air longer. Power bombs now have to be charged up, which means that bosses actually take damage from them because you can't just spam them. So that's pretty good. There's a beam diffuser to replace what's normally the wave beam. Basically, when you hit something with it, your beam will explode a little. So it'll damage stuff like inside of walls, and that's used for puzzles, and it feels pretty cool. The plasma beam and wave beam are combined, so eventually you are able to shoot through walls. But you get that towards the end of the game. The suit upgrades all increase the damage of the melee counter. Not that you ever really use it for damage. You only use it for countering, but okay. get an ability, they give you like a little detailed pop-up explaining like secret techniques and stuff you can do with it. They don't explain all the techniques in the game, so like you still have to like go read a speedrunner wiki if you want to learn how to do things right. Crap. So, for example, shine sparking, which is like a secret technique from Super Metroid, where you had to like run into animals in a secret area and they teach you how to do it. That's now just like told to you to do, and it's pretty essential. They don't tell you how to do the wall jump, but that's like built in, and it actually feels very much easier to do now than ever before. And it's also kind of necessary in the beginning. So that might just be because I sequence broke a little initially. Because I knew how to do it, you know? A hidden technique that they didn't tell you about, for example, would be the, I'm gonna call it, I don't know, like a straddle shot or something. There's probably a cool name for it online. But it's pretty essential for the final boss in my opinion, where basically you do a melee counter and then you go into aim mode immediately. And you'll stick in like a dab stance with your leg out, right? And that will change your hitbox to be diagonal. So it'll make it so the boss's attacks just kind of whiz by your leg as opposed to having to run away from it while it's Gatling gunning at you. And, you know, you can just safely spam attack them. And let me tell you, I could not get past the man's second phase until I figured that out. So that's kind of a game changer, and there's some other stuff you can do with like morphball bombs that I haven't figured out quite yet. Oh, that's another new ability. There's like a cross bomb. So you hold the bumper and you drop a bomb and it drops like a T. So you can use that to launch yourself up or to the side very quickly as opposed to having to like jump and time out bombs like normally. And that's incredibly convenient. You can use the wall jump to like bounce off walls and maintain your speed booster / shine spark, which is now used for puzzles. The speed booster you have to activate yourself like a sprint button, so it doesn't just happen automatically anymore, and I kind of like that. There are sections where you have to like run against fans to activate the speed booster while in a small space, which felt pretty cool, but I'm also like low-key salty because that's an idea that I came up with in my game before it was implemented in Metroid. So now it's gonna look like I stole that idea even though I came up with it myself and I thought it was cool. That you just have to run against a wall of strong wind until the speed booster activated, and then you'd be able to push through like a key. Whatever, at least I got to see that it's enjoyable, so there's that. Kinda like how I came up with the armor system from Greedfall on my own. Right, Aeon abilities. Those are another addition from the Samus Returns. Those are basically just things that consume a permanent energy bar, and they just do different things. They're not the same abilities from before, but I don't know. They're alright. One of them's just like an item scanner. That's completely optional secret. One of them turns you invisible, which you need to sneak past the enemy. Sometimes. I honestly didn't use it very much. Probably should have, honest, since the enemy were so frustrating, but hey. And the one that I really liked was the dodge move. You just, like, press A and zip by something really fast, which you use to jump over pressure plate doors. And you can chain up to, like, 3 of those in quick succession, and then it consumes the whole bar, whether you did 1 or 3. But that basically adds a dodge move to the game, which is, like, a lot for combat. Pretty dope. Now, I did say that the super missiles were a straight upgrade of the normal missile, and because of that, I think that they were kind of nerfed. Normally they were just the ultimate thing to use on bosses. That doesn't really feel like the case anymore. You can definitely out DPS your missiles just by spam attacking, which it shoots a shot every time you hit the button, so people who can spam really fast look insane when they're playing. Yeah, once you get your hands on the plasma beam, it basically out-damages the missiles, and you don't really have to use them anymore. Which made all the collectibles I got feel kind of useless. Kind of disappointed in that. And even with some of late game enemies, they're armored, which means they can only be hurt by the plasma beam. Your missiles don't even affect them. Do I even need to fight this guy? I already went in and got the treasure, like, I should just move on. So again, it wants you to do it in 3 hours at the fastest. Some people do it in under 2. My first, like, blind collect everything run took me about 9. I feel like I probably could have done it in 8, but there were a couple things that kind of stumped me. So, there's that. There are... So normally the map is just like undetailed boxes, and like one of them will flash if there's an item in the room. The box system is still kind of there, and there still is that flashy, but there's also a more detailed map you can get when you enter the room. If you run to the map room and actually download the map. And because that exists, you no longer have to 100% explore the map, which is nice. You can more or less see the outline of places that you haven't been yet, and then all it really matters is getting the items. It doesn't care that you've been in every single room. It does tell you where most of the secrets are, but some of them stay hidden because they're in, like, really off the beaten path hidden areas. That made things a little frustrating. I just had to check places I thought looked kind of suspicious sometimes. So, the thing people didn't like about Fusion is how much it stopped you, because it was designed as a Game Boy game, right? So, you're supposed to play in small chunks, you're constantly running into save rooms and getting dialogue from Adam. And those save rooms where you talk to Adam still exist, though they're much less frequent, but they do still, like, lock you in the room and make you save after doing it and stuff. Which, to be fair, this is still, like, a portable console, so I guess that this reasoning is still valid. I lost my train of thought. Let's talk more about the Emmy. So each one's a different color, and that's because they all possess a different ability, kind of like the Guardians and Echoes. So you fight them to get abilities. But I said they're basically indestructible. How do you kill them? Well, after running through the Emmy zone, you'll eventually come into a room with like a sort of mini mother brain, which I guess kind of explains like how there were multiple mother brains and like what the hell their purpose was, but it doesn't explain why the one in Super Metroid had legs. But after you kill that, you like absorb it through a new ability you have. Cough cough, you're a Metroid. And you had Metroid DNA, you knew it all along, but now you can absorb shit sometimes. And that gives you like a Mega Beam temporarily that you use to kill the Emmy. And how that works is basically you'll have to like run away until you find like a long flat piece of land where you can use the spam beam, like a Gatling gun type thing, to melt away the faceplate, and then you have to do that again so you can like charge it up for a very long time and actually kill it. At first it seems kind of silly, but as the environments become more complicated because you have a lot more movement abilities, it becomes a lot more difficult to find those long spaces where you can melt the armor and charge up the beam. And there is like a lot of genuine tension as you're like clenching your ass, trying to hope that you have enough time to melt the plate before he gets to you. Because once you run away, it starts to heal. So like you can't just do it and then back off some. You have to do it all in one sitting. Hello? What direction am I supposed to push? Once you break the armor, they like start to stand up instead of crawling at you, which makes them all the more creepy. The game has Dread in its title. You'd think that there was like some horror elements to it. Aside from running away from the Emmy and how the screen gets all like desaturated and there's creepy music, I wouldn't say it's scary by any means. And that's the thing. Fusion was like what introduced the actual horror into the game. Like, I did say they were loosely based off the Aliens movies, so there's always been a little bit of dread in the environments, and now you're isolated on an alien planet. But overall, Metroid games are generally not too scary. Fusion was kind of spooky. Like, you were in an area where people were, so there's a lot more story going on in that game. There's creepy implementations. Sometimes there's, like, monsters creeping down, you know what the hell they are. And, like, the music in that game is absolutely horrifying. I still have nightmares thinking about it. So, I definitely don't think it outclassed Fusion in terms of the horror elements. But, I don't know, it tried. I don't get why it tried, though. So I don't think it was, like, them just trying and failing to make it scary. The name Dread was already, like, planned from the beginning. Like, they had a loose script of where the next game would have gone by the time Fusion was done already. It was always going to be called Metroid Dread, and then, like, there's that coincidental, totally unrelated Easter egg in Prime 3 that mentions Project Dread being near completion as well. Again, that's a total coincidence, though. They hadn't... Retro Studios knew nothing about it. So, an element taken from Samus Returns is this sort of idea of a recurring boss. And that is the Emmy, of course, but also there's a Chozo warrior that chases you around too. It's a robot, not like an actual living Chozo, like the final boss. Oh. Did that the hard way, okay. So, that's like the fight I was talking about where, words come to me. Missiles don't work on him, alright? He's a robot, like I said, so it's just like spam the fuck out of your plasma beam to get the job done. I don't think that does anything here. Never mind. And he gets harder each time he appears. He goes from like a black to a red to a gold. I think there's a green variant too. I feel like I fought him like 4 times. There's also Chozo Hunters, which just sort of chase you around. You can melee counter them. They have like wave attacks. They're alright. At first I thought they were pretty difficult. Attacks are kind of hard to dodge, but eventually I found that using the swarm missile on them, like running away, charging up a swarm missile, turning around, firing that, and just like got the job done really well. So I got the hang of them eventually, So that's like 3 different recurring bosses that you fight. And so while I can't say there's a lot of bosses in the game, you have to keep in mind that a lot of them are the same boss. There are quite a few unique ones though. Like, there's Kraid, he's in the game, but there is no Ridley, like they didn't reuse all of them. Right, I didn't talk about the Mother Brain things. Those are very much like a Mother Brain fight. Like, you just sit there, shoot missiles at the thing, and, there's the little gun turrets that you can destroy if you want shooting at you, and there's the freaking evil Cheerios that it shoots at you sometimes. Which I was surprised to see that the Cheerios were not redesigned, considering how silly they've always looked. So I guess you could say the game's very actiony. Like, every time I felt like I've just fought a lot of bosses, there's always something challenging happening. Though in comparison to something like a Hollow Knight, which has like over 30 bosses in the base game, I think it's like close to 50 with Godmaster. Not a lot, in my opinion. And those are all unique bosses, they aren't reoccurring ones like what I was talking about. So I do think that Hollow Knight's still a better game. I think that'll work. Need to find a way to get my ass over there. Where was I? Oh, okay, that works. What? keep losing my train of thought. I guess I'm just gonna say that, yeah, I liked it. Though, in general, the game felt, like, very fast in comparison to the other ones. And I mean that, like, both in gameplay and in pacing. I feel like it could have used, like, a lot more padding, honestly. Like, I feel like I could have had a lot more time with each of the abilities, more mandatory puzzles, learn how to use them. I feel that some of the puzzles were kind of annoying in how they demand specific abilities to break specific blocks, whereas before, once you got, like, the power bomb, for example, that would both reveal all the destructible blocks on screen and destroy any bomb blocks in addition to power bomb blocks. I think it even hit missile blocks, because it used a very limited ammo source, and it's a fucking power bomb. Like, it should destroy all those things. But that's no longer the case. Power bomb blocks only destroy power bomb blocks. Missiles only destroy missiles. Speed boosters only for speed boosters. On one hand, that makes the puzzles a lot more difficult to execute, and it's kind of a good thing in terms of puzzle solving. But on the other hand, it just feels like a bit of an annoying change. For the new stuff that they added to the game, I thought it was all very good. It felt they were cool abilities, they worked well, but again, I feel like I should have had more time with each of them. Like the double jump, for example, that's just something that's never been in a Metroid game. You always just went right to the space jump. I feel like I could have went for a much longer part of the game with that, or maybe they should have given it to me earlier. But you just go right from that, and then the space jump is like the next thing you acquire. Screw attack's still pretty busted too, but that's not a complaint. I never hit the crystal. That's fine with being dumb. Die. The Samus actually talks, kinda. But she'd only done in Other M, of course, which people don't like. I think it's an alright game.
This will be fun for as you wish.
You like take out the story. The gameplay is fun. I think there's actually a mod for the Dolphin version that you can play that like actually does gut out the story. It does some other things to make it feel more like a Metroid game too, which I'd be interested in checking out sometime. Anyway, she talks, but like not in English. She speaks into a Chozo, a different living Chozo. There's actually two. And then there's also the part where she's like fucking going full PMS rage. Pretty sick. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but let me just say it was pretty hype. Though I don't quite understand what happened at the end, and very confusing. I would like them to elaborate more, which is kind of what I mean by there's room for another game, even though they said this was supposed to be the end. Maybe if it does well enough. Though, that's my concern. This was a console game, and you can beat it in like 3 hours. 9 in my case, but you can beat it in like between 3 and 9 hours, right? I feel like it definitely could use a lot more padding, because people are gonna see that $60 price tag and be like, do I want this? It's not like Resident Evil where like games are legit 3 hours long even if you are collecting everything, but like you get rewards for replaying. There are no rewards for replaying. You do unlock a harder difficulty. I didn't mention that. I didn't mention the game's also kind of hard as fuck. It's just difficult, probably because they want you to use the melee counter a lot, which I wasn't very good at doing initially, but like, enemies just had a lot of health, and I felt it was generally hard. Probably them trying to add more terror to the game or something, I don't know.
You're a monster of few words, aren't you? Splendid. We can skip the pleasantries and go straight to the reckoning!
Dovox. Oof. So we're bringing out the AoEs. Yeah, I guess that's all we're gonna talk about. I enjoyed it. Could have been longer. Cool new ideas. Feels like the smoothest thing they've done, like, ever. It's just a really smooth feeling game. Everything's very fast feeling. Probably contributed to how it felt kind of short. Plenty of boss fights, even if a lot of them are repeats, they just get a little harder each time. Feels on rails, but has like a very high speedrun potential, so like I'd love to explore that, probably make me appreciate the game more. As it is, I'll throw it like an 8. I don't think it's better than Super Metroid. Save that. And honestly, I really like Fusion. So I think that one might be my favorite still. Oh, you know what, like midway through the game, they stopped going from like the normal health and missile pickups you get from killing guys, like the little blips, and they switched to X-Parasites because they are in fact on the planet and they replace all the living organisms once they're released. So like, you have to start chasing down all the health pickups and stuff, like how you did in Fusion, and that made me feel very nostalgic, so good on them. I enjoyed that. It was cool how they added like more difficulty to the collection aspect of it midway through the game. What was that? Did you like not lock on with that attack at all, or did it even hit me? I feel like I got hit with something. I'm trying to charge up the freaking glaive and it's not charging. It recognizes that I'm holding. Oh, it's because I'm not in a thing. He like doesn't lock on with that attack at all. It's oh, I see, he ripped away my hollow. That's kind of fucked up. He did it while I was hitting Y and just canceled the attack. It doesn't do any damage though, so that's right, I guess. And I guess when I recognize he's doing it, I can just start spamming whips, because he's not, like, defending himself at all during that. I think he healed with it. That's... What am I supposed to do? Switch hollows? Maybe I turn it off before he rips it away. That's a very interesting move. I like that. I'm gonna have to see if switching hollows works too. Because you have to hold it for a second before it goes away, and it kind of screws me up because I would kind of just want to tap it and go back to hitting him. That worked or not. Trying to direct my eyes at the health bar, but I'm also like trying not to stare at Not sure, like it seems like he's canceling it when I do the thing, but I also feel like he's getting health back still. Or am I just doing that little damage? so tempted to look it up. I'm pretty sure he healed even though I shut it off that time too. Am I supposed to just attack him a lot or what? Should I run away from him? Or is it all in my head and just switching hollows was what I need the entire time? Alright, I'm looking up how to counter that move. See. Darksiders 3. Dovox. Jesus Christ. Dovox. Bad at typing. Dovox is impossible to win. The guy always hits you, no matter how much you do to beat him. This guy's bad, but Flame Hollow doesn't affect him at all. Well, yeah. Yeah. We already talked about there's no elemental damage. You haven't seen the final boss. Oh. Oh boy. Whatever hollow power he is using at the time, use the opposite. He takes critical or arcane damage from them. Find the fortune enhancement, slot it into a weapon, upgrade it to balanced, or fire shard. Thank me later. Huh? Every DLC boss added an hour and a half to my playthrough. I particularly has a tough time with the fourth keeper, mainly because the attacks seem wildly inconsistent on damage balance and wipe all my health with tips.
Amplification shard. Go to Wiki and somebody's talking about on Reddit. Who knew it's male? Powers and abilities. Oh, stuff for content. Strategy. Dovox begins with power attacks right off the bat. Round stun, using explosion uppercut. Not health, he falls to the ground, but he's really explosion. Round slam. Bro, what the fuck? Nobody's talking about how he heals himself. Nobody's talking about it. But he's definitely healing himself. Is it because I'm using the same element as him? They did say there's something going on about elemental vulnerability, so like, I'm try using fire even if I like Belly so much. Also, what the fuck is the fortune? Mortars when killing an enemy with this weapon increase potency of certain goods. Oh, right. So I'm guessing it just makes you more or less immune when you use a fortifier shard. This guy seems pretty rough, like we might just dip out and go make progress instead. Because apparently there's another guy after him, or at least another part of the dungeon. He definitely took big damage, like we hit him once there. He also only hit us once, but that's neither here nor there. How do I know what element he's using? The blue man. Does he turn into the other guys? His attack patterns are freaking wild too. Yeah. I don't feel like doing this right now. We're gonna go. We'll come back when we're a little stronger.
Please take your time.
Instead, we can go here. progress. Also, how long have we been going? Almost 2. A little less than I thought. Man. I ain't even tired, it's just because I showered. I guess it's the same thing if it makes you want to sleep, but I ain't even tired. Pretty sure the purple stuff's what we needed to progress, which means I didn't explore this underwater. Will we come in though? I feel like that took too long to open.
Another vacation spot?
There is something familiar about this place. One of the sins is nearby. He and I have unfinished business.
Wrath is here?
Not for long.
Slavery. All those guys got 28 souls. They really aren't getting paid for any of this. Or he could have all just went to that one thing. That could make some sense. It. Once we've gone through here, we just only have like a couple bosses left, like the final boss and the Hall Lord who we've never actually fought before, and of course the Lacticos, and then the guys from the Keepers of the Void. So with that in mind, I will probably use all my Luminous Visions finally. Maybe I'll go get some stuff in the arena first. Because the whole reason I saved them was just because I knew leveling up would make it more expensive in the long run. Like that. Oh. I probably stop it when there's a cube in the grinder. I can use it as a platform. Told me that's kind of fucked up. You switch the grinder for that before I die. I feel like that's kind of fucked up too. Like it should just counted as falling off a ledge or something. Oh, that was the real one. Blocks are on break. You know, if I hit him in the back with the force hollow, it's hilarious. Crabs? My distant cousins. Evil crabs. It. I feel like this is probably a purple zone. Everything seems to block a lot. How many adamantites did I pick up? A lot of pieces, holy crap. Fragment, whatever. I actually have a lot of these. Can I go turn them in? I'd like to switch over to the axe if possible, since everyone says it's just better.
This humble merchant. Please take your time.
If I've saved enough humans for anything too, since we just explored and all. Probably only one more upgrade left on it though, but I doubt it.
Well met, Fury. Aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, are we?
Wicked adamantine, what the shit, that's new I think. Not even the biggest boy, apparently. Shit. Axe.
You're even deadlier.
You didn't think it was possible.
Didn't think it was possible, but now you're even deadlier. Interesting.
Oh, we weren't able to get as much out of that as I
Let's see
thought we
what I
would.
can do for you.
So I was trying to upgrade this. 2 more demonic artifacts.
Interesting. Good luck to you, Fury.
Interesting. Oh. Weren't able to get as much out of that as I thought.
Good eating.
Well, pointless though. I don't think I'm gonna get any of the small shards in this next area, so I should probably just buy more. Or my smallest one.
Do make sure they
Playing with
scream.
that.
What would you ask of this? Take your time. A wise decision. As you wish. Farewell for now.
That was enough.
How can my hammer be of aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, Harry? Interesting. That's some blessings to you, Fury.
Do I just use all of them?
Good eating.
So I was 1 off and I need 7 for each.
Take
Do you
your
think that
time.
that's like the final amount? I don't want to go over on these because you can't sell them. Yeah, +3, so 7. 1.
I knew you couldn't resist. A wise decision.
5, 6, 7.
A wise decision. And it's as you wish. Farewell for now.
I think I was 1 off, but I felt like I should just buy a fragment with that money.
How come aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, Harry? Didn't think it was possible, but now didn't think it was possible. Some of my best.
Oh!
Oh, what beautiful havoc you'll wreak with that.
I guess we're sticking with the mallet for now.
Interesting. That's some blessings.
If I get 1 more fragment, I can be able to get like another upgrade with the pieces though. Alright, we're close to upgrading our medallions still, or enchantments, whatever they're called.
Please take your time.
So we'll just come back when we have 2 more demonic artifacts and we'll get shit done. We will make love to women and acquire currency. My death animation didn't play. Gonna do it. Gonna do it. Oh. Guess he doesn't have a strong knockback as I hope. Big box. Okay, America. I whipped him. Oh. Stop getting hit. You will fall. What's with this guy? You see this? He's not taking damage. That was fucked up, dude. Maybe it won't be broken this time. Oh my god. First time I've seen something like that happen. A heavy boy, I guess. Them numbers were purple. He didn't get knocked back at all. Oh, what do you mean? frustrated. That was my fault, but I equipped the wrong holo. There's definitely not enough time to just walk right across it. I need to be in the air by the midpoint. Functioning enemy looks like. Dead. Make sure it's just loading in a new area, like tanking a bit. see how they put it right under a spot that you're supposed to do a rocket jump, so you can figure out that it burns. And use it as a trap in later situation, I would assume. Though, once you're like up there, it's very possible that you aren't going to look back down to see what you left behind. So like, not necessarily work how they intended. Solid attempt though. Yeah. Am I supposed to like slow it down then? Or Stasis all yeah. Exactly what I'm supposed to do. I also had to bring that up. Oh. That's good enough. More or less. And George the jungled my way onto that ledge, but alright. I don't think there's anything over there if I jump. Nothing down here. That guy fucks. No sneak. My claws are better, idiot. Bone weapons. Hasn't he ever heard of metal? Surrounded by it. Hit that from here? I doubt it. Maybe if I glitch it. It's fine. I think I saw a worm right there in it. Beans. Stay away from my mouse, you fuck. Got blood on it. You can also see a texture seam right here once you freeze it. Wonder why it's not just a flat thing. Why is there a piece of it that comes out? Is it a platform? Normally it would just be a straight line to sort of minimize the seaming. Also, for like applying the stasis effect, they didn't need to use the UV map at all. Like, it could have been completely avoided. Then again, writing shaders is hard, so I don't blame them for doing it that way, because that's probably how I would have done it. Then again, this is in Unreal, so I'm sure they have a visual shader editor built in already before Unity did.
Goody, this will be fun for both of us.
It'll be fun with them.
As you wish. Farewell for now.
My horn? My signature horn? I'm assuming this is just a reskinned skeleton. Reaction to hammer seems a lot more visceral though. Like, there's a delay to it, and then he like sells it like a bad pro wrestler. Goes flying when you hit him. Once out, I low-key won him out too. Beans. Wonder if he could sense the other one waiting outside or something. I say sense as if it's a third sense, but that just means perceive it somehow. I seem to be hearing for him. Maybe infrared vision or something. I don't think cats see in color. Then again, I don't think infrared means X-ray vision, like you can see the walls. Also, what's up with the freaking term X-ray vision / X-ray grasses letting you see through stuff? Where'd that come from? Because that's not what X-rays do. They just, like, incinerate things. I guess it's a laser that penetrates, right? Penetrates most things and gives off a large amount of radiation. So I guess that's where the idea of going through would be, but I'm pretty sure all light goes through. Some of it gets slowed down more than others. Platform. I saw some over here. Dead end. That man just went through like a roller coaster of emotions. What do you mean I can't break down?
I don't want to die!
Okay, okay.
Must I?
Alright, he looks Arab, at least. That's how he sounded. So is that just a secret area? Where you go? Oh, that's the point of the platform. Okay. They knocked that thing off the ledge. I need to do the spin, and then I need to win. Shot. Fuck. Oh well. Suppose it don't matter. Alright. It looks like I'll make a bridge if I just bring it down as well. Throwing shit at me? Bro, suck my balls. Stop missing. Yeah, I want to go over here because it looks like a dead end, but I'm concerned that they're going to keep throwing stuff at me. Oh. At least it's not the big guy. He has red eyes, so he's probably a hard boy. Sega hard boy. What do you mean there's a hidden boy? Oh, okay. Love to see it. It's avoided. His dumbass helmet. Big gold horns. I feel like there was supposed to be treasure on this. What's the point of coming over here other than to get them off my ass? Okay. I think that one's a extra use. Wait, how do I get back? I don't think that I can make like a jump after I release it. Can I just glide over? Oh, yeah. You put that stripped on there like that to look different and stand out so you know when you look at it. This is like really not friendly to my GPU. And it's obviously because I'm recording, but this is like something that I was talking about before with my game. How I made like a really detailed area and like it runs at half the frame area of the rest of the game, and that's a big issue. So I had to like go and simplify things, combine meshes and such. The rest of the game ran fine, and then you come here and it runs like shit. That's an issue. For people who thought they could run the game, and suddenly, like, your computer starts melting when they get to the end. That said, half the frame rate still means over 100, so that's good in my book. Just means that you'll need a microwave instead of a toaster. Isn't so bad.
Stick to mining!
He's summoning these guys? Obviously the horn got the attention of someone. He's some kind of foreman. Like, he just creeped. These guys all screamed when they ran in. I didn't run past them. All of them. These guys are clearly the same race, but they're a lot lankier. Fuck. Dude. Hey! Fucking cunt. Are you kidding me? So much going on in this area. What a bitch. Did it. Now we're along the ridge. You can't aim at us, so we're free to play out in the open. Oh. Secrets. I have a feeling that the rock throwing man will despawn permanently when I kill him. With that done, I'll be happy. I guess I need to do that to make the spinny notes even spin. Good thing I didn't try and hit him. Waste my damn time. Something died. Well, it looks like it's probably the right way to go. Is this a shortcut? I thought I turned around. Yes. Oh, it is a shortcut. Nice. So where the hell did we come from, if not there? Not crazy, right? Like, I just turned around and I can't get back to where we just were. Can't fall down any pits. Dude, what the fuck? Oh! I see, I'm an idiot. Who knew? I don't know why I didn't recognize the place I was just at. How do I get in there? How do I get in there? I ain't seeing nothing. Have like a crawl space or something. Grab onto. Good deal. Am I supposed to glide across this? That was just a shortcut. There's nothing for me over there. I don't think, at least. Oh, I'm just gonna try and make the jump. No dice! I don't know, dude. We'll go prove myself wrong. Maybe I unlocked something else with that switch. Yep, you bet your tits I did. In fact, I don't even think this is where I thought it was. No, that's where I thought it was. There's just water in there now for some reason. I must have opened up a floodgate and just didn't notice any of it pouring out. Who the fuck wants it on toggle? Unless your game has like really stiff combat, you probably want it on hold only. Is that a guitar? That must be a way to get in there for secrets. Oh! So is that for secrets or is this for secrets?
If it wasn't so gaudy, it would be quite nice.
Another foolish demon building a temple to himself. All hail the conquerors.
I think that's the way to the arena. So this was the way to go. One of these paths leads to Abraxis, though. And I think I've been hearing cheering this whole time. I was assuming it was like grinding from one of the spinning blades, but if we're about to fight Wrath, then this is the arena. notice why his PP is so hard. That's not where I thought it was gonna take me, actually. Did I miss something? I don't think so. I feel like there should be like a stairway right here to take me over to the other side, but I guess not. Nope, I don't suppose there is one. Oh, he's gone. Okay, I remember the sand. Kinda. I'm pretty sure there's like something chasing you out there. Like a sandstorm or something. Oh, that's definitely the path. Stop blocking your cane. It knocked the reinforcements off the ledge. There's a lot of shit in the barrels over here. Piece of adamantine. Boulder.
What would you ask of this? This will be fun for both of us. As you wish.
Yeah, I think I need more. I need a lot more health.
Do make sure they scream, horseman.
I feel like my damage output's in okay place. If it never got an increase, we'd probably be fine. Oh, it's a tornado. And that's... Well, gosh darn it. We're turning around again. This is why I hate branching paths. They make me an idiot. So, like, by Schrodinger's law, every path is the correct or wrong one depending on which one I desire until I've gone on it, right? So really, I should just pick one and go. Like, you know, when someone gives you, like, a blind choice of, like, 3 or 4 things, it doesn't matter which one you choose. There's no strategy to deliberating. So you should just pick whatever, maybe like the first one immediately, no thinking about it at all, because like it doesn't matter what you pick, you're still getting something entirely random. It's a complete illusion of choice. I want you to actually think about what I just said, because when I was playing Children of Morta with my brother, occasionally there's rooms where they want you to pick one of 3 buttons, and like 2 of them are bad, one of them gives you the chest, right? I just always step on one, and he's like, what the fuck?
This goes on forever.
Clearly someone's compensating.
Did you? Just to make a joke?
Because, you know, I recognize that there is no choice in it. There's just 3 buttons, and one of them does the correct thing. So pick one. There's nothing you can do to figure out which one's correct. I completely understand that. It still kind of annoys them that I just pick one right away, though.
This is bad. Even, dare I say, with apologies. Stupid mistress.
What are you so afraid of? It looks to be another would-be demon conqueror.
Not would be, will. Easy, milady. There's no need for steel or whips.
Another demon with a mysterious agenda. Do you know Volgrim? I believe you two would get along.
No, milady. Where Volgrim deals in trash, Abraxis trades in class.
Okay.
My reputation precedes me, I see.
It does. Someone wants you dead.
They can get in line. The meek always envy the strong. Isn't that right, Watcher?
Lovely, but the Lord of Hollows seems to think you're a meddler.
You've seen the traitor? Where?
Matters not. What matters is that he wants you dead, and I want to know why.
You're a clever woman. It takes but one eye and half an ear to tell, so I'll give it to you straight. That will be the home of a very, very important demon. Someone who will win this war once and for all. And I will stand by his side. The traitor doesn't like that. The traitor fears change. Better the devil you know and all that.
And what of the traitor? What does the Lord of Hollows want?
Sometimes the birds win. Sometimes the bats. Balance. But the traitor wants more. The false lord would be a false god. He would hollow this planet as he hollows souls. That is his becoming. He sent you against me because he knows that when my lord is installed, Abraxis will find the traitor and pull the organs from his backside for what he's done. Milady's job is to keep order. The Lord of Hollows believes he is order. If the lady is as the lady does, she should kill the traitor soon, before he rises. But if you're going to surprise me, please get on with it. I have an empire to build.
Fine. I believe you speak true, Abraxis. What I've seen of this traitor vexes me. His hollowing is unnatural and defies the balance of things.
Wonderful. The lady shows exceptional judgment. You are welcome in my master's house anytime.
And what is your master's name, Abraxis?
Oh, that is a trade secret, even for one as precious as you. But when he comes, you will know him by his title, the Destroyer. Swing by in a decade or 3. The place is going to be gorgeous.
Huh. I I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to come back and kill him after I fought the Lord of Hollows, but I won't get the same reward. However, you get a key item which adds an extra cutscene to the end of the game if you fight the Lord of Hollows, which we missed. It's the Citadel from the first game. Anyways, I guess I didn't even listen. I was like, you know, Lord of Hollows helped me. He's my buddy. So I fought this guy instead, but it sounds like the Lord of Hollows is kind of fucked up. He aims to destroy everything on the planet. His hollowing, like, takes souls and gets rid of them. It hollows them. As opposed to going through the whole Land of the Dead bullshit, returning to the cycle, getting purified and recycled. So, hypothetically, if he was strong enough, he could end all life as we know it. That really is quite dangerous. I can't just jump down. So we can go fight him anytime. Now I think I have to do that before the end of the game. Which, we have 2 sins left, and one of them I can just go to as soon as I kill Wrath. The question is, do I fight the Hollow Lord or Wrath first? I guess I can keep working my way to Wrath, at least. And I can get another level out or something.
That's no ordinary storm! Run!
Oh, come now, Watcher, I can...
You cannot fight the Tempest! You must run!
Well, that wasn't fair. I think I might need to be in force form to not get sucked up. I'm also not sure where to run to. Where that parking lot is completely filled in. I know I'm supposed to go underground, of course. I'm looking for like a subway entrance. Probably that right there. Why is it sentient, though?
Oh, shut up.
So that's more or less what happens when you blow a hole in an airplane and the cabin depressurizes. You just get sucked through that little hole and turn into a fucking vapor. So, anytime you're watching a movie or whatever and you see someone holding a gun on a plane, Please ask why. I bring that up because my brother recently got into the Fast and Furious movies. Which of course started out as like a street racing thing, but they eventually became like just an action thriller thing. He was showing me clips from it, and one of them was just like Jason Statham shooting guys on a plane. Like, the fuck are you doing? I was also like, why the fuck isn't there any blood? Are the movies PG-13? That's weird. That's weird to me. I feel like they should be rated R. Of course, I haven't watched any of them myself. I think I probably saw the first one when I was very young. That do? There's nothing down here. I figured I would have to like knock them over to make a path, but that's not it. So I guess I have to use my ice instead. Be quick about it too. Pretty sure this tornado goes away after I've killed the boss. Oh, I'm just gonna not be tempted by all the items lying around.
You seem different, mistress.
Even if we stop the Seven, this world will be torn apart. For what? There will be a reckoning. I'm just not sure from where it will come.
That is
Interesting. What the shit? What the shit? Oh, okay. If I have it underground, then when the thing comes up, it's still under. Right. Ah, my ass is sore.
All who exist find themselves lost at times. This is the burden of living. This new self-awareness you possess.
So, I can be certain of nothing, is that what you're saying?
I am merely saying this. The Council chose you to undertake this mission. You, and you alone. They did this for a reason.
Because they think I'm an idiot.
As I do, that you possess greater power than even you realize.
What would this? Well, as you wish.
See how she's like playing to her pride? Alter. Eesh! There was a shortcut. Oh, as it is, it kind of just takes you from one fulcrum to another now. I feel like it should have came a little sooner. shit, there's another. I don't know if this fire ever goes out, so I'm trying to take advantage of it. Woo! Crawl space. Yeah, it looks about right. You can go through the crawl space then. Yay. Did get an artifact. We should have enough of those. I don't know about the angelic ones though. And I can just check. I have more than enough and just enough. Perfect. These things, despite not carrying anything, will arbitrarily dump at certain points, I think. So I'm supposed to hop off it. Like these guys. Oh. Fought himself. Undying Shard. Wow, remember when I wasted that one? Am I supposed to go that way? Like he's supposed to go that way. Oh, there's just a big human-sized hole I can't fit through. I ain't talking about your mom. shut off the spinny boy. Shortcut unlocked. Oh, it is a platform. Neat.
What? This will be fun as you wish.
Let's go back to the Maker
Take your
Forge.
time.
Maker Studios. 3.5. I feel like we're really close to the boss though, but knowing me, it's gonna take me like at least a half hour to kill him. Probably longer. Then again, he is Wrath. Like, if he doesn't have new attacks, then you know how to pound his ass. Especially if I can slow him down, like, his attacks are really slow already. Cool thing.
Well met, Fury. Aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, are we?
A mighty hurt?
Anything that was possible. Anything that was possible. Some of my best work.
Hot.
Interesting. Good luck to you.
Interesting. So what do I have on the mallet? The Marauder. Fafnir. Pretty cool. Let's put the Fafnir on it. Not that it's ever gonna get used. I don't think anyways. It would be awesome if all of these took effect just by being equipped, but I don't think they do.
How come I hammer
And I can
all?
upgrade that
Let's
Marauder,
see what I can do for you.
which will give me item drop chance. Kind of shit.
Didn't think it was possible. But now, you're
The health
even
torches I
deadlier.
want. The whole reason we got it. It's gonna be crucial getting through the Crucible. Oh, I need Chosen Essence. Yeah.
Interesting.
Hour. I don't think that the Chosen in this area is very well hidden. Kind of just run into him. I think he's one of the big clawmen too. So he shouldn't be too hard to kill.
Bests and blessings to you, Fury.
Best of blessings to you, Fury.
What would you ask of this? Please take your time.
Do we keep going or not? 3.5. Nah, I think we're probably done. And at least I can say that we made progress, right? I could have kept trying to fight that other boss and hated myself, but sounds like next time we're fighting like 3 or 4 bosses. Maybe, no, definitely not finishing the game, but we're just gonna fight a lot of bosses next time. Right, we got the Time Boyan, whoever comes after him. We got Wrath, we got Pride, we got the Lord of Hollows, we got the final boss, and we still have the Crucible ahead of us. Like, I don't know if that's all one session or not. It's probably not, because I'm sure I'm gonna get my ass beat by a handful of those, but that's what we have to look forward to. Yeah. I will see y'all in a week. Bye-bye.